Don't. You give this guy a golf club, he'll probably try to fuck it.
Who's scruffy looking?
You might wanna buckle up, baby.
I just assumed it's a Wookiee.
Hey, it's me.
Everything you heard about me is true.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome to the Scruffy Looking Podcasters, episode 263, episode 30 of the new era. My name is Jimmy Dice, man of culture. We'll get to that later. It's been a great start to this new year. It's up here in the great state of Maine on this very cold Sunday, January 26, 2025. Finally got above freezing today for the first time in 8 days, boys. It's been nice.
Ooh.
Yep, I'm not freezing my face off every time I go outside to take a leak out in the snow. Anyways, we have a special episode for you guys in store today. Jimmy's rocking a solo, the only boy from Maine today. We have ourselves a good old-fashioned UK sandwich, and across the pond, the first bread slice in this tuna fish salad, Mr. Kev Garbett. How are you today?
Hey, Jimmy. Hi, boys. I'm all right. I'm pretty good. I thought you were going to say, Jimmy, that, you know, when you was like, it's a special episode, I thought it was the fact that I was on.
Well, I haven't done that. I mean, yeah, we have our special guests today. Usually it's me in the summertime.
Yeah. It was you and Ed last time. It's like we've got two special guests, two English guys, two guys from England. Dude, it's been a while. It's been so long. But
last we heard from them was 2024.
That sounds like really weird when you go like the last time I was on was last year. It's like
last year.
It was last year.
Crazy.
But yeah, it's I'm doing all right, mate. I am doing not too bad. Getting over those January blues, but it's been good, mate. It's been all right.
Indeed. And now next to him, winning in that absolutely warm pullover, looking like John Lennon himself, Mr. Christopher Hall. How's it going, buddy?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I don't think I look like John Lennon, but I'll take it.
Sure.
He was all right. He was a lad. Yes, mate. I'm good. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's
It's
a
been
bit
busy.
It's a bit late to say it now, but Happy New Year, Jimmy. I hope you had a good Christmas.
Yes.
Outside.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everyone, from me and Chris.
Did the friggin' Christmas card get there? Let's settle this right now.
Yes, the Christmas card did get there. Kev got his as well.
All right. There we go. You're welcome. Whew. I finally made it to you.
I liked the me and Kev both liked the life update on the back this year. That was great. There's a little life update all about the fam. I was like, that's a cute little touch.
Yeah,
that's
a thing. Then that's a thing, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will add in like a few things like, our daughter, like she started playing basketball, or like whatever, like certain little mini milestones. Some people like to throw them in there. Yeah, it does kind of help, especially like people you don't see like in person, or people that you only see like a couple times a year, for like distant relatives and stuff like that. But not too often. We just decided to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I wish I got it with me to hand so I could read it out, but it was great because it was like telling how the kids have got on at school and little life updates on them, and then it was like, and James has been enjoying the casinos and playing lots of golf.
You got it, baby.
Mate, we were pushing ourselves at that. It was fucking ace. That was Jimmy. That was absolutely ace. It's just like, yeah. I mean, it was.
I think it was like playing music with the Fog Cutters, doing volunteer on the planning board, and golfing.
Yeah. Well, Jamie's
old Toby.
Yeah, sure. Who doesn't like any of that? Well, guys, it is so good to see you here and just be with you guys. It's been, it's been like a weird, wacky month. Like it's been fast paced. Yet I feel like it's been dragging on. Like when the hell's February going to get here? But at the same time, I can't believe it's already like the end of January.
It's mad, isn't it?
Crazy.
I
know.
It's mad. It is.
Absolutely mad. But speaking about madness, Kev, why don't you lead us off on this ferry from Coughless to Deveron? Tell us about what the hell's going on with Forest. You guys are winning.
Mate,
You're not losing much.
Sweet Lord, mate. What the fuck happened yesterday?
Except for, is that the 5-0 one?
Yeah.
Yikes.
It was, mate, we've been playing like really well. And then, yesterday was like a brutal day, Jimmy, because it was, I spoke to Chris about this today, but like it was a long trip. It was a proper long trip because it was the South Coast. So I was up at 5 a.m.
The South Coast. Is that where Scarborough is?
No, that's north, mate.
Okay.
Like northeast. So that's Yorkshire coast. So South Coast. What's it? Up at 5 a.m. to get the coach for 7 a.m. to do a 5-hour journey, right, on the coach, right, to go to a freezing cold, windy Bournemouth, and then to watch my team get absolutely smashed.
A hell of a lot of effort and work.
And then to have like 4.5 hours on the way home, having been smashed 5-0 to get back super late on a Saturday and have your day completely and utterly ruined. It was just like absolutely.
I can imagine that's very. I could be very. Put you really down in January.
I don't know why. I do it. We do it to ourselves, football fans. Sometimes you just do it. You just got to go, and you got to go like, and just do it. And it's like there's like some games like that was like a long trip for us, but there was like a game over the weekend, which is the longest trip, which was, I think it was Sunderland, which is right in the northeast, played Plymouth, which is right in the southwest. And their coaches were leaving at like 1:30, 2 in the morning.
Oh,
because it's like, it's
just opposite ends of the country.
So I'm quite lucky where I live, or where we live in the Midlands, because
right, because you're in the middle.
Yeah. So 4 hours isn't that bad, or 4.5 hours. It's probably like the longest one that we actually can have. So it's not bad. But you think if you live on the south or live in the north, then you're going to have at some point some brutal journeys, like to watch. What could be? I mean, that was like an absolute battering 5-0, to be honest. And it was we were awful. We were really, really bad. But like it is. But we've been playing been terrific this season. I'm not going to complain. We're still third. So hopefully, boys, a slight blip. So we'll see what happens. But it was quite funny as well. Just to we've got we've got an FA Cup game coming up. And it's like a weeknight, and it's away at Exeter, which is even further away than that Bournemouth game. So I'm going on a Tuesday night.
Oh God, midweek too. So you got to take off work.
Oh, what a knobhead.
Use a PTO for that.
Oh shit! And oh my God, it's like, but it's a ground I've never been to, because I have done most grounds, but I've never been to.
Only reason you're going?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't tend to do cup games, do you?
I do. Depending on who, when it is, and who it is, and where it is. I do most games. Occasionally, I'll miss like an home game or something, because I missed one recently.
So is that included in your season ticket?
No, we have to pay extra for that. So that's a bit extra. Yeah, you have to pay for your ticket and then your coach. So it's like 27 nicker for ticket and then 30 quid for coach.
Damn. They getting you. Now, when you get there, if this is like a new field that you've been to,
it's a new ground.
Walk out.
Yes,
new grounds. You walk out. And like get it. Put your hands in the dirt.
Because that's what I'm going. It's like a So because I've been going for so long, and it's like now I'm trying to get to every ground in the country. So there's 92 league grounds, and I've probably been at the minute to about 80.
Wow.
80, I don't know, 80 between 80 and 85. There's only probably about 8 or 9 grounds maybe I've never been to, and this is one. Because we haven't played this team since 1951 in the league, which hence why
interesting.
Yes, I have never. We played them in a pre-season friendly once, and there's a couple on our coach went to that pre-season friendly, but I didn't go to that. I couldn't even remember it. I think that was probably when it might have been like in the 80s or the 90s or something. So this was what I'm like, can I take the day off work? I'm going to be absolutely knackered the next day. And then I was like,
boss, mate.
Yeah, I will. He's agreed it. He's agreed the time off.
He's agreed, has it? Signed it off, has he?
He signed it off, mate. He's signed me.
Authorized.
Yeah. It's a good lad. He signed it all off. So, yeah, I'm just...
Have you ever been to racecourse, Kev? To Wrexham?
No. I
Not
went to
honourably.
No, I've never been there. There's like a lot of the grounds. I've been to most in League One because they're a League One side. There's a couple in there I've not been to, and then there's like 6 or 7 in League Two.
Right.
The one thing that did help us in some respect, well, obviously with the cup games, but when we got relegated to League One, we had a lot of those grounds then. So like, Accrington Stanleys and stuff like that. So I've been to a lot of them. Who are they? Exactly. So, we've got... But this one...
Like one person gets that.
That was weird. I sent that advert to Turbo when they drew him in cup because he'd never seen it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, shit up. So, yeah.
Imagine all that Bovril consumed, every single one. Is that part of the ceremony of like christening each ground? You have to have their like local Bovril?
Yeah. Well, I'll do that. A
beefy drink of Bovril, mate.
And do you like keep a cup from every stadium? So it's like a picture of the stadium and like the empty Bovril cup and like a graded box.
No, I don't tend. I always keep my tickets. I keep my match tickets. I've got a massive like pile of those, and then That's cool. But I take pictures there. I don't. There's nothing like souvenir wise. You know, like the Bovril cups are just your standard Bovril cups. I might get a meat pie from there. See what. Get a meat pie or a sausage roll or something. See what. Because some at meat pies at football grounds are fucking brilliant. Some are absolute. Some are dog shit, but some are fucking
pies, mate.
Yeah, sometimes. Some grounds like Brighton and like Barnsley and stuff like that, mate, they do their own pies, and they're fucking shit up, mate. I'm not gonna lie, they do like. So you get like you get your steak pies and your beef and onion pies or your chicken.
God, that's amazing. I'd go there just for that.
Just eating
Scruffers have not recorded for ages. I should tune in and listen. Right, we're going to tell you all about what did they think to Skeleton Crew finale? Look, before we get there, we're going to tell you all about meat pies at different
every
stadiums around country.
What a load of bullshit this is, mate! Isn't it? What an absolute load of crap.
I care.
I care. Yes. Oh, mate. So we've got that coming up, mate. Oh my God, that's going to be one hell of a trip. So we've got a tough run in as well coming up. But anyway, but yeah.
How was Christmas, Kev?
Mate. Excuse me. So Christmas, mate. I can't even remember it. It was like seems ages ago. No, it really happened. I don't think it was like proper quiet.
I loved you guys talking about the cheese, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounded delightful.
Oh, we had a right good cheese plate, mate. Fucking Chris, fucking.
I had too much cheese.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Oh mate, it was shit up, mate. Shit up. But I've had a trip to America. I've been over.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Jimmy Dice. Hard and fast, Jimmy.
I saw it when it happened. Like I knew it was happening, but then it's just like that was back then. This is now.
Hard and fast, 96 hours, Jimmy. Hard and fast, mate.
You make me so proud.
Jimmy, it was fucking rad, mate. So you've not heard this story. So Chris has heard it, but this is it was a rad, brilliant time. So I've obviously not seen been seeing Emily for ages, and with the fucking gallbladder stuff. So we had a brilliant time. Stayed in a hotel for a couple of nights, and I'll tell you about an ace restaurant we went to, Jimmy. You're gonna love it, mate.
Oh, sure.
But going out, I got my flight. I got my flight booked,
Nothing already.
mate. I got my flight booked, and I couldn't check in like 24 hours before. It wouldn't let me check in, and it was like I was like, "What's going on?" And it says, "Oh, you need to see somebody at the airport."
Oh,
So-
God.
I was like, okay, that's fine. So I drove down, Jimmy, no problem. Like, honestly, I was like, got to the airport, tried to check in automatically, and it still wouldn't let me check in. So I was like, what?
See an attendant or whatever.
Yeah. So I went there, and
Here he is.
I had not. Here he is. I got like I'd like got everything. I was like, what's going on? So I went to see this attendant, and the night I hadn't booked a seat on it because it was like because I'd had the flight cancelled from last year because of my illness. I just rebooked the flight, but I didn't rebook a seat because I'm like, it's just me traveling on my own. I'll just take whatever seat I get. Yeah. So, but I'd looked at the plan of the plane, and it was one of those planes where it was like 2 seats one side, 4 seats in the middle, 2 seats down the other side. So it was like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I'm like, right, I don't want to sit the 2 seats in the middle of the 4 if I can. So got to the airport, Jim. Did all that shit. It gave me. I went to see this attendant, and he gave me my ticket. Didn't really look at it. I looked straight at the seat number, and it said like 19E. So I walked away, and I saw 19E. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get that seat. I want to see if I can change it. So went back to him. I says, can I change my seat, mate? By any chance, I'm traveling on my own. I says, have you got like an aisle seat or something else? And he was like, the only other one I've got is 19A. That's a window seat. Do you want that one? So I'm like, yeah, fine. No probs. So I took that one. He says, oh, you're fast-tracked. You can go in the fast-tracked entrance. I'm like,
why? Huh?
I was like, okay. He says, yeah, it's just by that chemist over there. Just go through there. Went through there. Jimmy, fucking brilliant. Like, straight through security. No hassle. I got through, and I thought, I'm going to grab a bit of breakfast. And I got and I looked at my ticket, and it said boarding group 2. So I'm like, oh my, that's a bit odd, because normally you're like, when you're on like
Your
flight,
group like 18 or
yeah,
something.
or it's something like 8, 9, or 10 or something. So I never thought anything of it. So then they start boarding like 45 minutes before, boarded priority. Next thing, and it's like, we are now boarding groups 1 and 2. I'm like, oh shit up.
Oh, damn.
I'm going right on plane here. I'm going straight on. So I get on plane. There's not many of us. Walking down, Jimmy, you know where this is.
Here.
You know where this is going, buddy. Because I'm like, I'm walking down. 19A is business class, and it's like I'm looking at this like posh, like one of them single booths.
Oh yeah, the full recliner. Yeah.
And I was like, at this point, I'm like, there's been a horrible mistake here.
I need to check my credit card statement. Oh shit,
Jimmy! I swear to God, I was like, I started to sweat. I'm like, what they done? They might have charged me for this. What's going on? So I'm like looking at my seat. I'm looking at my ticket, and I'm like, honestly, about 3 or 4 times, I'm like 19A. This is 19A, and there's obviously not many people on the plane at this point. So I spoke to the stewardess, and I'm like, is this seat right? I'm like, I'm in 19A. She's like, yeah, that's you. And I'm like, there's not another 19A like further down the plane.
You're really sure?
Yeah, I'm like, this, because I said, like, I've not booked this seat. And she's like, well, yeah, that's your seat. So then all the fucking, as I call them now, all the plebs came on. All the fucking riffraff.
The great unwashed.
All the riffraff, all the, coming by me, going down to economy. I'm like, but I'm sitting there, bearing in mind I've got like my coat on and I've got my bag, and I daren't take my coat off because I'm like, somebody's gonna come up to me in a minute and go, "Get out my seat, you fucking prick! Get down to riffraff." So then it calmed down a little bit. Everybody got on, and then there's a steward, and I flagged him down, and I'm like, "Mate, can I just ask something?" I says, "This is my seat. They've given me this. I didn't book this." I says, "I booked economy." Told him that my other flight got cancelled, and then this was like a rebooking, and he's like, "Just give me a minute." Comes back, big grin on his face. He's like, "Mate, you've got a free upgrade." He says, "Fucking enjoy yourself. We'll look after you." He says, "It's Christmas and birthday. Come at once." I was like,
Oh,
"Fucking
shit.
get in." I was like, "Whoa." Jimmy, I swear to God, mate. I swear.
Hell yeah.
I swear, everybody. With 5 minutes later, woman comes down with fucking tray. "Would you like a glass of champagne, sir?" I'm like, "You're fucking goddamn right, I do." I was like, "Yes, please." I rung Emily. I'm like, "Oh my God," I'm like shaking. I've got a free upgrade. Then 5 minutes after I've had this glass of champagne, she brings a menu round. She's like, "This is your menu for the flight." I'm like, "What's this?" Like, genuinely, I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, we'll come and get your order in a bit. We'll come and get, whatever you want. We'll take your order."
Love
I'm
that.
like, and at this point, I'm like, "Have I got to pay for this?" It's like, "This is definitely free, isn't it?" She's like, "Oh, yeah. It's all part of the business class." So gets the menu. Jimmy, honestly, this menu, mate, fucking, oh. So let me see if I can, let's see if I've got it.
That's beautiful.
It was brilliant, mate. I ended up getting like this dead cool like pepper thing to start, right? I got like this beef fillet for like my main course. It was absolutely shit hot. I'm not joking.
Meanwhile,
So, and speaking of a cheese plate, I got like a massive cheese plate for like my pudding, like for dessert. It was brilliant. Like 4 different cheeses on it, all proper blue cheese.
oh my God.
Soft cheese. It was brilliant. She's like, "Do you want red or white wine with that?" I'm like,
How
"Bring
about
me
both?
I was like, "Oh, I nearly did," but I was like, "No, just have some white, please." I got that. Then after that, she says, "Can I get you anything else?" And I'm like, "There's some cocktails on this menu here." I says,
I have a hard time sleeping. I need a little bit of brandy.
I was doing that really, really like British thing, and I'm like, is it okay if I is it okay if I have a cocktail, please?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course you can. Which one do you want?" I was like, "I'll have this cranberry crush cocktail." Oh, mate, fucking beautiful, absolutely fantastic.
Hell yeah, dude.
Seats are like recliner. They've got them like automatic
Mm-hmm.
things on them.
Like the movie theater.
Yeah, the remote control for your telly. Jimmy, fucking
Beautiful.
look, scrolling through. There's all these different movies.
That's
Fucking
beautiful.
Revenge of the Sith on, mate, innit?
That's what you got. Nice. I thought you were gonna say like, "Dude, I fucking threw Solo a Star Wars story on.
No,
Watched
Jimmy,
it for the first time."
It wasn't on. Solo wasn't
What?
there, mate. It was the 9 films and that's it. No Solo, no Rogue One. It was those 9.
No, none of the standoffs. Yeah. Oh damn.
And I swear this is true because like by this time, I've had cocktails, I've had champagne, I've had a couple of glasses of wine. I'm like, what's it? I nodded off, and I woke up about a couple of minutes just before. "Henceforth, you will be known as Darth Vader." And I was like, I couldn't have timed this better. I could not have timed this better. It was fucking brilliant.
That's great.
It was shit hot. So then contrast that though to the flight home.
Okay.
American Airlines, because they're run by British Airways. British Airways going out, American Airlines coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Gets to the airport on time. All fine. About an hour before boarding, announcement comes out for our plane. We're at like gate 6 at JFK. Announcement comes. The flight to, London Heathrow. The plane currently in the gate has failed its security checks.
Oh, God.
I'm like,
Oh, God.
I'm like, oh fuck, that is not good. So
Nope.
yeah, waiting around for a bit. 20 minutes later, we're going to move you all to gate 4. We'll update you accordingly. We all move to gate 4. 10 minutes later, we regret to announce that the flight due to take off at 10:15 will now take off at midday, hour and 3/4 late. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. So we took off late. By this time, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into this because it's lots of it, but like, I'd parked at a tube station in London.
Yeah.
The tube stopped running about midnight. They don't.
Oh, no.
So the flight being delayed meant I was going to get back a lot later, around about midnight originally, which would have meant I could have missed the last tube back to my car.
Did you get it?
I just did it. Right. So this is like, bearing in mind, we landed because we were supposed to land at like 10 p.m., which would have given me plenty of time to get back to the car and get home. Because it was an hour and 3/4, I'm like, well, we're not going to land until like 1:45 midnight. But luckily, I don't know if it was just the tailwinds or what have you, we landed at 11 p.m. So I could just get off the plane. I was like, as long as I don't get held up anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was like some fucking movie, this was, because I'm like, I got off the plane and I'm running, mate. I'm absolutely fucked. I've got a big coat on. I'm pulling a case. I've got Emily. I've got a load of records I was bringing back from America. I've got literally a bag full of records on my shoulder that weighs a ton. I'm running
stuff that you bought or stuff that's hers.
Pretty much they're ours. They're our records, but like I was just bringing them home because there was stuff that I wanted to bring home now and listen to.
Start schlepping them, yeah.
They weighed a ton. I'm running because I got off the plane dead quick, which was good. I managed to get through passport control pretty good, but I'm at Terminal 5 and I've got to get to Terminal 2. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling this case. It's terrifying how out of shape and unfit I am. Because I was absolutely dragging this case along, sweating my knackers off, like with this record bag of my case, trying to get to this tube. Managed to get there. Got back. So I have to do a change though on the tube. You know, like because the line that I got only goes so far.
Certain way. Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, is this gonna work? Because if I miss that connecting.
You're stuck midway in the middle of nowhere.
If I miss that, I'm fucked. I'm going to have to get an Uber back to the car. So it gets to a station called Green Park, and then I have to get the Jubilee line. Mate, it's fucking nuts. This is. I ran to the tube, and this is like some sort of film, and I swear to God this happened, I promise. The tube was beeping, just about to go. I ran through the door, dragged my case in, the fucking door shut, and that was the last tube back to my destination.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. And I got to my car at 1:20 in the morning, and then I had a 2-hour journey home.
Oh my God.
It was fucking nuts, mate.
That is
we all lived happily ever after.
And we all lived happily ever after, mate. Jesus Christ.
And here we are.
But mate, fucking hell, that fucking American Airlines, they're going to get a complaint about that shit food I had on that way home. That was fucking terrible.
Dude, American Airlines is garbage. We flew them domestically to Hawaii in 2017. So I guess this was.
Oh my God.
I guess a while ago.
Compared to that flight going out, mate, that's fucking chicken. What was it? There were no menu, mate. Chicken or fucking pasta. That was it. I'm like, come on, mate. Where's my billet? Where's my beef? Me fucking
fillet steak, mate.
Dude, you're lucky. You're lucky they gave you an option.
Where's my salmon? Where's that
cheese platter?
It's like Wim's dad heating up like whatever the hell was in that friggin' like nice home cooked dinner. It's like, ooh, you get one of those.
That ready meal, right? Oh
yeah. Shit.
But we had an amazing 3 days together. It was really cool. We booked a hotel, which was great. It was a bit. It was downtown in near the Twin Towers.
Mhm.
What's it? Got an Ace Hotel, got an Ace view of the Hudson River and everything. But we went out for dinner, Jimmy. Have you heard of Metropolis, the restaurant?
No, I
No,
don't think I have.
It's owned.
cool.
I hope I'm saying this right. Marcus Samuelson, mate. Fucking, I had a lobster linguine, Jimmy. I'm not going to get into menu. Man.
Ooh.
Oh shit, man! It was goddamn amazing. But it was
okay.
great. It was great as well because Emily had said like it was my birthday, and
So you can pick whatever. Oh yeah. Oh,
w-
nice. Oh, this looks a really cool spot.
it said
Nice.
like she said it was my birthday, and we hadn't seen each other for a while, being engaged and stuff. Fucking, we've been in that restaurant about 5 minutes. We bought you a complimentary glass of champagne. I'm like, fuck yes, this is just getting better.
Let's go. Hey, sometimes. Hey, but you paid for it though on the way home, right?
Oh, mate, that was it. It was, you goddamn right. It was. It was like
Right.
all coming back to haunt me again at the trip home.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah. It was great. It was great. It was an amazing trip. We got like some wedding stuff planned. I met one of her friends who was absolutely awesome. He was dead cool. He's the guy, Steve, who's going to marry us. He's
Nice.
Yeah. So he's going to do the ceremony and everything. So that was really cool. Great to meet him. And it was
That's
really cool.
sick.
It was a really cool trip, mate. We just like wandered
Nice.
around and did all downtown and stuff like that. So
Some business and pleasure.
yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
That's why I flew business class, Jimmy.
Exactly.
It was just
Business,
like,
business and pleasure. Full
Yeah.
of leisure.
absolutely ace, mate. So yeah, other than that, it's been like, so I have had a birthday, and
Indeed.
I have turned 51. And when you get to my age, birthdays they get less and less exciting. But I got some nice gifts and some super nice money and stuff. And then I had a belated gift because I've not seen Chris for a bit. We've been dead busy. Like January's been a bit of an hectic month. And then we've had a day out today. We've had a really good. We've done some crate digging. Been to a record fair, and it was shit up, mate, wasn't it? I had a really good day. And I got.
You enjoyed yourself.
Did you not, mate? Did you not enjoy yourself? Is that because I was there, mate? You didn't have a
It
good
was
time?
all right. Shame about company, but I'm a Warhammer guy now.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're goddamn right. And so I got a present of Chris, which, as you know, I'm not going to go too much, but my absolute favorite film director died recently, David Lynch,
Yeah.
and it was
man.
like devastating. And I don't know if we could watch it. We got a Chris Hall illustration picture,
Ooh.
and I am genuinely, I made up with
David
it.
Lynch, dude, that looks great.
It's
Nice,
fucking
dude.
genuinely amazing.
Nicely done,
It's
Chris.
amazing, and it's yeah. So I made up, mate. Thanks, mate. I know I said it at the time, but it's like fucking shit up, mate. So yeah, we did some crate digging, had a little day out.
50 quid, mate. That one. Cost you that one
Be looking for that.
for an
I'll be
original.
looking for that.
Mate, you're like, yeah, it's not free, like, come on,
$1 per year. Come on.
come on, let's do it. So yeah, I had a birthday, and that's pretty much it, mate. To be honest, I've not really had.
Nice.
We've had a few 40 trips, which have been nice, and obviously yesterday was shit. But yeah, mate, just getting on with life and shit like that. That's about it. Yeah, not much else.
Nice.
That's it, mate.
That's
35
me.
minutes later. Not
Is
much
that-
happened, is there?
Mate, shit up, mate. Shit up, mate. Fucking brilliant.
I think back to the cause Catherine's like, oh, I love it when Scruffy's are like 50-50 Star Wars and other stuff. Is like, oh no, it's gonna be like 85-15.
It's not even that, mate. It's like 99-1. Oh, man. Yes.
Fucking right, dude. Dude, what an adventure. I'm
What
so
an
glad you had a
adventure,
good
mate.
time.
Shit up, mate. Brilliant. Yes. Awesome.
Is that it? Is that all you got?
That's me, mate. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
oh my
I'm
god.
all good, mate. Them
All
all
right,
good.
I'll go next as the cucumber in this cucumber sandwich. Most recently, I'll start backwards. Things that happened to me today. took the kids to a Beatles show right downtown. It's like a kids Beatles show. I knew a couple people were playing in the band, and played at Portland House of Music, which was cool because I've played there before a whole bunch of times. So like we're going there to see a kids show, and they went and saw like a Taylor Swift like kids show there last year, where local band does a bunch of the covers, and it's cool. So it was Beatles this year.
What makes it a kids show, Jimmy?
Really, it's meant for like kids only, for like
Yeah.
parents to bring their kids there, and they like the volume of the music's down a little bit, but they still play like a bunch of the tunes. Like they did like Obla Di Obla Da. I mean, the encore was Hey Jude, because the encore is always Hey Jude. Think for Yourself, Rocky Raccoon, Back in the USSR. I love that one. Sergeant Pepper's, Silver Hammer.
So they don't.
Yellow Submarine. Fucking,
they don't tend to then. They still do like they don't like cater the songs for kids. They're still doing like. Yeah.
And there's like everybody, like they walk in, everyone's getting like a balloon, they throw them around, and they had those giant like when you're in kindergarten, you go to the gym and everybody's like standing around this giant circle, and there's like this giant like sheet that you're holding, and you're like flipping it up and down. It's like a giant like balloon thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Never seen that before? No?
Sounds well American, that, mate.
Yeah, it's a pretty American thing. They had a couple of activities going on there while they were playing to like keep the kids distracted, but mostly it's like something to do midday on a Sunday to bring your kids to, and the bar gets a bunch of money as well. It's more than a bar. It's a home. And so that was really cool. But man, like I've mentioned to you guys before, I've been laid up the last like 4 days. Today's the day I've really felt like back to 95%. Whatever flu, body fatigue, exhaustion, just tired, just like death, chills. Like I slept fully clothed for 2 nights straight. It was just like, I could not get warm.
Is that was because of the alcohol though, Jimmy? What?
That's the worst part, man. Wasn't even that. Yeah, I couldn't drink.
Oh
no, it was a gift from my son, because he caught it at school and he was laid out, but just for a day, because he's 3 and he can just be like, whatever, Dad, bounce back up the next day like nothing happened. Whereas Jimmy coming in on old Quattro Zero over here, it's like, oh my God, this is taking me a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And I'm and I'm always like, because you have kids, you're always very like cognizant of germs, and like make sure your hands are washed, put them in your face and stuff. And I told you, every kid here has a balloon, right? I see this one kid, must be like, I don't know, 5, 6, whatever. This boy's walking around. He's got the balloon on his face, right? And his tongue's out, and he's like licking the balloon. He's just twisting the balloon around like he's eating corn on the cob. He's just like licking the balloon, and it's just like all over the place. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, there's no parent watching this kid right now, just like licking this balloon and getting all this germs and stuff everywhere. And then like that big balloon thing, like the sheet thing that I told you about, all the balloons are in there all bouncing around. It's like, oh great, this kid's fucking germ infested saliva is just like splashing everywhere. And I'm just like, man, this is how this shit starts. Like, come on, people, let's get some hygiene here. My
Jimmy,
God.
if only you'd have had a cigarette on you, you'd just got and burst that balloon.
I just was like, hold on, let me light this. I light the match off the kid's face, because the kid has stubble, that's just how that is.
Oh,
but it was a really fun. Yeah, that aside, it was a really fun show, and it was all good stuff.
Do you know what made me laugh there? It's like when you did that intro to it, and you were like, oh, we went to a Beatles show. I know a couple of people in the band, and I'm like, what? Paul and Ringo? I'm like, why did my brain?
yeah. Well, yeah, we saw Paul a couple years ago at Madison Square, and we saw Ringo at the Manchester Theatre.
Jimmy knows a guy. Hey,
I know a guy.
Great. I invented heavy metal.
I invented metal.
Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. The kids really enjoyed it. It was a fun time. But so yeah, here's my bit of Star Wars this week. So Kev, you remember that place we went to, Bull Moose?
Whoa, mate, loved it there.
Right,
Yes.
The record, book, comic, video.
Is that
game
the old
store.
dude I was chatting to?
Yeah. The old you're talking to the 83-year-old man about a VHS tape. Yeah,
That's the one.
that guy.
I remember that guy well. Good lad he
And,
was. Good lad he was.
Sounds like your average day out with Kev. That does.
I know. I hope it.
Speaking to some random dude about some shit.
You're probably like I think about him often. Hope he made it through COVID.
Yeah, that checks
Yep.
out.
And,
Yeah, times.
I was in there the other day because I was looking for a gift for a friend, and I always take a cruise through the books because I always what do they got for the books here, and it's a sign of the times and like how older we're getting and stuff like that. Where just
Don't even, mate.
like I go to the sci-fi fantasy section, ain't no Star Wars section anymore.
Oof.
The only Star Wars books
Oh.
I see, they're all like mixed in with the author's last name. It doesn't even warrant its own section anymore. And the only books that I see, they're all like the new Timothy Zahn Thrawn books from like 2015, 16, 17. And none of the old ones. And it's just it's a little. It is what it is, Nobody's reading them
Yeah.
anymore. They're not publishing them anymore. They're purposefully like not canon. So
Is
it's
that
like,
him just not buying them, or just people? You just don't think there's a market for it? If you get,
There's no market for
there's
it.
no market anymore. It's just gone.
The only market for those books are collectors,
Mm.
weirdos, because a lot of that stuff too. It's
Yeah, how many you got,
it's on
Jimmy?
audiobook. It's on audiobook. I have. I haven't done a full inventory of what I have, but I know I have almost all of them.
Oh man, that's sick.
And there's
Jesus.
that whole bookshelf right there behind me. Then the bottom
Mm.
two shelves are double stacked. But I picked up a gift for my friend, and I pick up a used version of Pet Cemetery for my wife. And,
Okay.
because she's been looking for a new version of that, and it was like a lightly used one. So I go to the counter and checking out, and right next to me is like a giant stack of books, and there was a Star Wars book there.
Oh. Okay.
And I was like, oh, what the hell? It was Kevin J. Anderson's Dark Saber. And I was like, oh man, this is in fucking great condition. Like no bends on the spine or anything like that. Because a lot of my old ones are like, I used to like curve the pages around the book, like to hold them one-handed, like an
I don't wanna know-
uncivilized
I
fucking
don't want to know what you're doing with the
barbarian.
other hand.
Yeah, right here, right here. Oh, Mara Jade. Holy camole, girl. I can't. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay. So anyways, so a lot of the spines of my books were all bent, right? And this was in great shape. And it's like, oh, are you selling that? It's like, oh, we just got
Pages.
these in.
Stuck together as well, mate.
Yeah, right. And she's just it's not much holding those pages together.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna put it out. It's like 99 cents or something. I was like, fuck it,
Whoa.
put it in the bag. Put that right in the bag.
I love that. That's coming home with me.
then-
Nice. I love it.
Then I looked. She had way more of them.
Whoa! Oh! Jimmy Dice, man. You had a bumper day, mate.
And then I looked, and then she had like even more of them. So I came out with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 books.
Nice.
What an
Those
absolute
other,
haul.
those other 10 books I came out with, they were FREE boys. Didn't have to pay a goddamn nickel for them because they were like a little bit more used. So they were just going to throw them out.
No way, mate.
That's where we're at, where these EU books now, boys, they're just throwing
Can't
them
even
away.
give them away, mate.
Can't even give them
yeah.
away, dude. Can't even give them away, right? Fuck me, dude. I mean,
Oh!
you know,
Mate.
like,
We fucked him.
it's just so bad. It's so bad.
So how many of them have you got already? Or are they all...
So some of the, I tell you what, though, yeah, like one, because I remember this from like a pre-Christopher episode where we talked about these and stuff, but I now own most of the Han Solo books, like the
Yeah.
Hutt Gambit.
Yep.
Han Solo at Star's End, Han Solo's Revenge. Like these are some super oldies, like from way
Jesus
back when.
Christ.
Yeah, the time I didn't even actually. What's the date on this one? The date on this one is copyright 1979 first edition, and this one was
Fuck.
1980. So actually, this was really fucking old. Wow.
So
I
they're
should look this
they're
one up.
pre-Empire Strikes Back then. Some of them.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So this is after. Yeah, these two are after a new.
I,
right after.
you know
New
what? I
Hope.
honestly thought that like most EU came after Return of the Jedi. Is that
No,
wrong?
they had
No.
they had a couple in there. There was another one with Lando. There's a Lando standalone in there as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what that one was called. But so I got a couple of those, not all of them, but a
Mm.
couple of them, and I got nearly all of the Young Jedi Knight series, which I also
Sweet.
remember talking about like on those
Yeah.
old episodes way back when. Like I didn't really get these because it was. I mean, the EU books are all like a 7th, 8th grade reading level anyway, so it's like a pretty easy read. The Young Jedi Knight books were like even like lower than that, so I just kind of like passed on them.
Yeah.
I'd still
the-
struggle.
I mean, they had some good stories in it. It created our characters like Jason, Jaina, and Anakin
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
eventually the
Yeah.
EU stuff. But it was like, you know what, fuck it, really cool. And the only one I read, Star Wars Young Jedi Knights. Well, we'll get to that in a second, but there was really, I don't know. I saw that after being like really kind of down, a little down and out about like, man, there's no love for my Star Wars books anymore. They're just not here. Nobody wants them.
No.
Like there they all were, this giant stack right on the shelf there. And I was able to update a couple of my own collection. Like I got a nice pristine Back to War edition from Stackpole's X-Wing series.
Oh, is that rad cover? Is that?
Yes, yeah.
That's got
by,
that brilliant cover. That is. Yes,
yeah,
that's
this
the one.
is- Yeah. Oh my god, it's absolute.
Were you-
absolute beauty?
Jimmy, is that the cover that you were looking for a print for at Celebration?
Yes, it's the Star
it is,
Destroyer with
yeah.
Rogue Squadron in front.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
you had to say that because I can't remember the artist, but I know we've mentioned him on here before.
Yeah.
But absolute beautiful. All the Stackpole books have really beautiful artwork on
Mm.
top of them. But yeah, it just made me really happy. There's one X-Wing Isard's Revenge. That was a good replacement. One of the new Jedi Order ones. Shadows of the Empire. I got to update. Darksaber. I got to update because they were like I read them a lot. I was little, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always threw them in my bag, so they all got torn up and stuff. So it was
Nice.
good to replace them, and I might keep like some of the extras because I'm not gonna like collect multiples of things like I'm sure Christopher's gonna talk about shortly.
Who would do
but-
that, mate?
I might
mate.
take some of these and maybe I'll make them into like little gag gifts or something like that. Like hollow them out and put figures them into something and like mail them to you. Or I'll figure out something clever to do with
shit,
these extra books because what I don't want to do is all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I got 14 Isard Revenges. Oh, they're beautiful. It's like, no, I was gonna have one good one and just get rid of the rest of them.
Shit, I've just thought we've got a wedding coming up. Oh shit.
Oh my god!
wedding
I
gifts,
didn't
mate,
even
anyway.
think of that. Oh man, this is gonna save me so much in buying you a gift. I've already gotten it.
Yeah. We need to
Oh,
update that.
Emily's-
We need to
Emily's
update
gonna be
our website. No EU books. Nice one. Jim.
So the last time I did mention, I did introduce myself as a man of culture at the beginning of this episode, and I'll tell you why. I saw this post on Threads. I follow a few of like the Star Wars like creatives that are on there, just like whatever guys that just create stuff, and some of them come up with some really cool original stuff using like Unreal Engine. They'll do some really cool like Starfighter flybys and stuff. And this one particular one, someone did like some weird AI explosion from within the Death Star, and this is what happens kind of thing. Kind of lame. The only thing that was really cool about it was that they had this one like series of shots of this TIE fighter like getting himself ready and just launching himself out of Death Star 1 like as it was exploding and him surviving it.
Mm.
And then like the little clip ended, and it's like, oh, that was really cool. Like, I wonder what happened to that guy, like that TIE pilot. And then one of the comments immediately afterwards was like, I want to see a video of like what happens to the guy in the TIE. And then immediately said, well, so happens I have the Star Wars Young Jedi Knights Heirs of the Force book, which tells the story of while exploring the jungle outside the academy, the twins, Jason and Jaina Solo, make a startling discovery. They're on Yavin 4, Luke's Jedi Academy. They make a startling discovery, the remains of a TIE fighter that had crashed years ago during the battle against the first Death Star. Mechanical whiz Jaina thinks she can repair it if they can sneak the right parts from the Academy. Meanwhile, their work is being closely watched, but not by Academy eyes. The original pilot, an Imperial trooper, why don't I just say Imperial pilot, has been living wild in the jungle since the ship went down, waiting to return to duty, and now his chance has come. That's where the TIE pilot went. So I wrote in like the comment responding to him, I was like, you just got to read Heirs of the Force, Young Jedi Knights series, this book right here by Kevin J. Anderson. And then not 10 minutes later, it got like a couple of likes and whatever. I don't really care about that. But somebody replied to it and he says, wow, now there's a man of culture. I immediately thought of that old classic 1990s book myself. Bravo. I'm like, I don't know where this came from, but hey, compliment's a compliment. I'll take it.
When do you guys start your new podcast, Jimmy?
Don't make me choke.
Who's your new mate?
That's a good idea. I did send him a bunch of messages, but he hasn't come back to me. I think he thinks I'm a bot. Oh my God, too funny. That was a good one.
Mate, that's fantastic.
I got a pretty good kick out of that, and that's when I sent you guys the screenshot of that thing.
So it was funny.
Yeah, it says, "You serve a man of culture. You beat me to it. First thing I thought of when I saw the TIE pilot trying to go." This is Ryan and the drone.
Mate, I did look at the username to see if you'd replied to yourself.
You click on the profile and it says, "User also has shared account."
Jimmy and Ryan hosting the Star Wars Culture podcast.
Jimmy and Ryan sitting in a tree.
No, here it is. Jimmy and Ryan. No, the Men of Culture. Star Wars Men of Culture. Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
that would be a real hit right now. It'd be great.
That's the actual name for your podcast. Men of Culture.
Yes.
Men of Culture.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Instant block from me. Sorry.
I can.
No, it's not even that. You'd be tied into that, but the first line would be expanding universe, and then just X out from there. It's like, no, once you say EU, I'm out.
I love it.
I can hear that. I can hear that intro now, Jimmy. I can hear that intro now.
Oh my
Greetings, people of the galaxy. Welcome to Men of Culture.
Welcome to the Men of Culture. It would just be all. It would just be all quotes from the book. Like, but why would such a craft be here in the jungles of Yavin 4? Tanalcal asked. Anyways, I'm not gonna stop doing that.
No, please do.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, that's my week in a nutshell. That was my weeks or whatever. But yeah, that was a cool little Star Wars find.
Nice, Jimmy. Great find. Great find. I like that.
I was happy to say, I was happy to save him. I was feel like I was rescuing fucking orphans or something.
You were doing civil duty, mate, weren't you? That's what you were doing.
I was doing the great work.
The great work.
What I was doing.
The great work.
So, speaking of the great work, let's talk to the great man over here, Christopher. Tell us what you got, buddy. Thank you for patiently waiting.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. I love it. That was most entertaining.
Beautiful.
I think we're just short of an hour in, and we've got.
It just means we have to do an hour of Star Wars at least on the back end.
Got through two weeks, so I'll keep this short. Christmas happened. That was a thing. That was rad. Yeah, we had a really good one this year. Really nice. January's been. January. Let's move along. Get past February and
nothing to see here.
You survived Eowyn.
Things will get better in March. Yeah. Oh yes, we survived Eowyn just in time. I got my new tree update. The tree is now gone. The stump has gone. We've got no hole in our roof anymore. We got a brand new roof fitted last week.
Nice.
On the conservatory, so just in time for Eowyn to come and batter us.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And so we got the trees sorted, brand new fence panels built for my neighbour, hole fixed. Eowyn comes, rips another part of my fence down. So...
Fucking Jesus, mate.
Oh, it's too good.
Sat working in my office, and right outside got me with trash cans, as you guys call them. We call them wheelie bins over here.
Sure,
Two
sure.
times, mate, I had to fucking run out of house and chase them down the road to get them back.
How fast were? What was your wind speed? Do you remember?
I think that 54 was the highest we got here, 54 miles an hour. So
Damn.
it was on average in like between 40 and 50.
Yeah, that's hurricane. That's hurricane shit right
Yeah.
there. Damn.
It's pretty brutal, but it was worse in other parts of the UK. We've had it pretty easy.
Well, I saw Ireland.
comparatively, so,
About
yeah.
100.
Western Island got pummeled.
It was about 100 mile an hour, wasn't it, in Ireland or something? It was
Yeah,
fucking
mate.
crazy, mate. That
Worst
just-
storm in a decade, they said, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've got another one coming this week, haven't we? Midweek.
Yeah, mate.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Got another storm coming. So it's all good, mate. Here, I'm loving it. Life at
Gonna
minute.
be fine.
It's really
Bloody
weird.
brilliant.
Like, it's weird though, Chris, mate, isn't it? Because, like, can you remember like storms as a kid? Because I can't. And now we seem to get one every week. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? It's
Mate,
like-
I just remember life being dead good when I was a kid.
yeah, me
'Cause
too.
all I had to worry about, mate, was getting home from school in time for Masters of the Universe to come on, and then playing with my Star Wars figures and going for a ride on my bike, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That was
And
it,
now
yeah.
I have to fix fence and like fork out nearly $1,000 to get a tree chopped down, and it's just fucking shit, innit, being an adult. Absolute wank. But,
It is.
yeah. Well, Jimmy, you'll love this, mate. We've had a new starter in our team at work,
Okay.
and she was born the year that Fellowship of the Ring came out.
Jimmy, are you all right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. Fuck me. Outrageous, right?
So she's doing some work for me, and I was working at home, so she sent me some work, and I went back, replied back, and I was like, "Oh, that's a rad idea," blah 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 blah. And then 2 minutes later, I got a reply back saying, "What does rad mean?"
It's outrageous.
You're goddamn right, it's mate. So
Mate,
I'm just sat here
what?
getting older and grayer every day.
Just, oh,
It's-
mate.
Brilliant.
It's very interesting, right? You see, I get sucked into the scrolling, and it's like boomer managers, millennial managers, and it's like dealing with the younger generation now, and it's like, oh my god, it's crazy. Like I love it when I get carded for booze, but I hand it to him. I was like, just look at the 1-9 and give it back to me, okay? All right, thank you.
It's going to be a fun one to navigate. That is so.
Yeah. Have you talked any pop culture yet with her, mate?
Absolutely not.
No, mate.
I'm not even going to try, mate. What? I'm just going to live in my little bubble, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try and get through these next few months. It's all right. We're all right. Yeah. I don't know, mate. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been doing much, mate. Spending time with the fam.
Yeah, man, good things.
Yeah, just trying to keep things wholesome and keep myself well.
Heard.
Got some health shit going on, so just trying to get on top of that, and it's all good. The raddest thing, mate, that mate, there's a couple of rad things. I'm saying that word. I don't care. It's mine. I'm going to own it.
What does it mean?
We need to keep it alive.
Not that anyone cares, mate, but Netflix has now got WWE on it every week, so that was a massive win for me in getting weekly wrestling and all the old pay-per-views available on Netflix. So I've been smashing my way through all the Royal Rumbles. That's been absolutely awesome. But I've got, I think I might have mentioned this. I was trying to find one or trying to get one, and I've managed to pick one up. Michelle tried to get me one for Christmas. She did buy one, and when it came, it was battered. But I've managed, so we sent it back, and we said, and I've got one dead cheap off eBay, and I couldn't be more happy because it's fucking brilliant. I've got an original 1989 Nintendo Game Boy.
Oh,
Wow.
In
Does
limited
it-
edition yellow casing, with Tetris. Mate, it plays like it fucking works.
nah, shit up,
fantastic.
mate.
It plays like a dream. Let me turn volume up, mate, and I'm going to
Do
turn
it, mate.
on.
Tetris is the only game.
Is
you
there a
need.
noise better than this?
Mate.
Oh,
Oh.
brilliant. So I've been battering that and
I
just dreaming about blocks every night.
Mate,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
fucking brilliant, mate. Yeah, because you.
That's the only game you need.
Yeah, I never had one as a kid, and I always wanted one. And I played on my mates when I was younger. And then I had a friend at work a few years ago that lent me one for a while. And I've just always wanted to own one.
Hell
And,
yeah.
Mate,
I'm
that's
just so happy.
fucking
Got
brilliant,
one.
mate. Because you nearly bought one from that.
technology. Yeah,
You nearly bought one from that
I
fair,
did,
didn't you?
mate. I nearly bought the exact one, didn't I, from
Yeah.
that Comic-Con.
But you couldn't risk
But
it,
I
could you?
just
Because it
didn't
was
want to
like,
risk it.
yeah.
And
Those
I got
things are
that for
dense, too.
half the price as what they wanted. So
Oh,
Bravo.
it was good.
did you get any of the games then, or just Tetris with it, mate?
Well, it said it was on eBay for 50 quid,
Yeah.
the nearest offer. So I chucked in 40, and they accepted it.
Oh,
I was like,
result.
And then like a week later, it turned up, and they sent me like 5 games with it as well,
Bloody hell.
Not bad.
none of which were advertised. But I only want Tetris, mate.
Tetris,
I'm not
yeah.
going to play any.
Oh
other
yeah,
game.
mate. Yeah.
So you could technically say I'm a gamer now, Jimmy. I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
Clear out the sound. We get the clip.
Yeah, I'm a gamer now, Jimmy. I'm a gamer
brilliant.
guy now. I don't know. Yeah,
Figure.
whatever. Lucky enough. But yes, mate, that's it. It's good to see you both.
Yeah, mate. It is. It is.
Yeah, I
mate.
missed you. It's been
Yeah.
good. Let's shall we talk about Skeleton Crew?
Let's
That's
do
what
that.
everyone wants to do. We're an hour in, mate. Let's go.
Yes. Let's
Perfect.
go.
Perfect time. Next hour. Here we go. So 8 episodes. We're done. We'll do the true and false, just so for everybody in the audience knows. We'll wait for Ed. So yeah, also Ed not being here. He's going to be, as you mentioned previously, he's got Spam-A-Lot several weekends coming up, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's why you can't join us here. So we're going to hold off on our true and false results of the season, though we all know I won.
We know I won
until February, or at least whenever we get everybody back together again. But we have Super Bowl this week, next week, big thing in America going on. So yeah, we'll get to you on that. But today we're going to be talking about basically episode 8. And actually, I want to hear your guys' impressions on the episodes leading up to it as well. So we have the conclusion. We're here at the very, very end.
Conclusion.
I want you, let's just go around the horn, just give like real quick initial thoughts of just like how you felt at the very end there. Kev, do you want to start?
Me? Of the last episode, you mean? Or of the series? Or the last one,
Just
mate?
wherever you want to go. I haven't seen you guys in a little bit, so I'm really, I mean, I did listen to the episode you guys were on.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot remember where we're up to, but the last episode, mate, I thought was great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I had
The
a
real good guys.
I had a fantastic time with this show. I've had a fantastic time with that last episode. I thought it was just did what it set out to do. Give those kids growth. Give them good character moments.
Mhm.
I fucking loved fucking. Yeah, it was great. I loved Jude Law in it. I thought he was terrific. Just like he was having a blast, fucking dicking about with
He
that
was
lightsaber.
having a blast. So like, he was
Yeah,
I feel
mate,
like
I was just
he
like,
really enjoyed this character.
it was a really, really good show. Really, really good episode. It left a few things unanswered, which I think were probably deliberate.
Mm.
Or they were just kind of like leaving you to fill in the blanks or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, overall, mate, I thought it was really, really good. We managed, because obviously with things that have been going, I managed to watch the last episode with Chris because we'd missed a couple together with stuff that had gone on. And
Oh, fun.
yeah, we'll talk about little bits and bobs in it later on. But yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I had a right good time with it. I thought the whole show was really good as well. So yeah, I thought that last episode was really good. Yeah, great.
Hell yeah. What about you, Chris?
Just remind me what happened, mate. I can't.
Well, I think you guys ended up reconnected. You guys were on Lunapa or whatever the planet was, where the moons were, the banking clan were having their like resort getaway. We had
Oh, shit up, mate. Yeah, I remember
the
that.
character development of KB and Zero Friends again. The next one where they separated like the two groups, Wim and KB. Neil and
Oh,
Fern.
mate. Fucking
Right?
junk crabs. Best,
Right?
mate.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go off now, mate, because this fucking show,
All right,
right?
here come the fucking Moana references. Brace yourselves.
Mate, this show is shit hot. Absolutely shit hot. I've loved it, mate. Absolutely loved it.
Love seeing Tamatoa.
It's just been fucking so many little rad things in it like that, and the characters have been rad. Yeah, the finale was sick, mate. That speeder bike chase.
Yeah.
I'm just jumping all over the place here. Excuse me. That speeder bike chase was rad, especially when Wim's dad jumped over that fucking thing and landed it and just like celebrated.
Yeah, that was
That was so good, mate. So good. That tiny bit was so much character development there, and it said so much. It was awesome, mate. I've loved this show. Absolutely loved it. It's been sick.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it was cool seeing Tamatoa. Definitely, it looked like it's so much on there. And I saw the behind the scenes where they like took old model pieces and glued them together onto.
Yeah, mate.
They
Brilliant.
Yeah, I
actually built
saw-
it.
I
Actually
did see,
built
yeah.
it, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's
Quite
nice.
stop
That's nice
motion.
to see. Yeah,
Hmm.
stop motion. That was beautiful. The little crab with like the 3PO leg, like poking out
Mate,
of it.
it
And stuff.
was just so good. I love stuff like that.
That
Yeah.
was really cool. After Zero Friends again, they both like came together. All the kids we're going to be in so much trouble. So like Jude, we know that he is the man with the he puts his old helmet back on. So they just like keep the helmet just kind of lying around. He's just able like to throw that back on and be like, here I am again.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing his helmet the next step, or maybe it was the last episode he was wearing the helmet, but.
I don't even
Um,
think about shit
I
like
can't even remember. Yeah, but
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you, Chris, we were really close to having your brother go nuts and celebrate that. We would have almost seen the Moldy Crow pop.
The Moldy Crow,
skin,
mate.
right?
Almost.
Remember that?
Teased
Talking
us
about
there, didn't they, mate? When it
that was a
Hey.
heart attack. That was a heart
put
attack.
skin back, put skin back on that.
Well, that's-
Unsheathed, mate, didn't they? Unsheathed the spaceship. Thought we're getting a Moldy Crow. Teased us, but nah.
Can you imagine if that had have happened? It would have just been like the funniest thing in Star Wars of all time.
Yeah, mate.
If that skin had have been shredded and then Moldy Crow came out, can you imagine that?
Well, I realized the
Ah,
Moldy
there's
Crow
only
is
us that like it, mate.
I
Only
know,
us that be laughing
just
about it.
like for 4 idiots on a podcast so that they could go.
yeah,
back.
right. No, 4 idiots on a podcast, and everybody who ever played the 1995 Dark Forces PC video game.
Yeah.
But actually,
I'm
the
a
Moldy
gamer now, mate, so I'll check that out.
heard that was heard.
Uh,
The Moldy Crow, though, just for scale and perspective, is only like a 2-person ship. It's just like a slightly oversized light freighter. Barely, the cockpit alone is just size for 2 people, where they're all sitting in the giant cockpit. So clearly, their ship is much larger, especially if you could put all that coin on there. All the credits that be going on that fucking thing.
public
Mate,
credits. are all good here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That episode was rad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that was my favourite episode. Just
Which
for
one
the
was that
crabs,
one?
mate.
Oh, the crabs.
The crabs, mate.
Mate,
Come
they
on.
were
Oh,
shit
yeah,
hot, mate.
that was zero friends again. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
they're all trying to lay you out.
that was sick. That episode. KB was fucking rad in that, mate. She was shit
Mhm.
hot, mate. She was like
Yep.
proper emotional, and like that whole sort of scared of like being on her own again and not having. I was
Mhm.
like, she was great. Then we got some
Hey,
rakes and stuff in that. Yeah, that
how-
was sick,
like-
that one.
Props to her for being like, here, go find some servo wire, fucking melt it, and I'm just gonna go poke a hole in the sand. You're gonna drop that shit in there, and then whatever comes out, stick it in the back of my head. Right? Cool. All right, let's go.
Sick.
Easy.
I know,
Easy.
right?
Yeah, mate. I
Come
said
on.
all the way through, didn't I, early on that I was a Neil guy, but I think it's joint first place, mate, for Neil and KB for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Brilliant.
I agree. I'm torn between the two of them. I think KV might still be my favorite though, because she just knows everything about the ship. So wherever she's gonna be very like technically sciencey involved, and to me that like screams Star Trek, because that's always my
love
thing
that
as
shit,
well.
don't you?
So
Ah, yeah,
dude,
Jimmy.
Starship porn. All right,
Mate,
this is what
mate.
makes Star Wars great and Star Trek.
Neil
and
on that
everything.
gun now, mate. Let's not fuck about, mate. Neil on that gun, mate.
When he's just
Yeah.
like
What a
Fucking-
lad.
Ah, yes, from Can't Say I Remember No Atten, right? Because the girl, his future girlfriend, right, showed him the turbo laser on top of the building in that
Yes,
episode.
he knew
It's
all
like,
about
you
that.
He
need
knew
a
what he was
bigger
doing, mate.
gun.
He fucking knew what he was doing, mate.
Yep.
He was like,
Yep.
whoa. That was great, mate. That was
When I talked to Ed, because I know Kev, you never listen. I said to him, at this point going forward, like leading into episode, because we recorded right before episode 8, so they were all on, and I said, we've had a chance for each of our characters to like level themselves up to this point.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
Each got their own little like pocket of like experience, bottled episode-ness, like focus. So it's like, oh, they all learned something, right? Like KB and Wim had their thing. Neil had his thing in that episode 4. Fern had her experience with like her leadership and trying to like cope with it and stuff like that. So after episode 7, when you're ended with Jod holding the lightsaber at them in front of their parents, they're not the little kids that they were in the first episode anymore, where they're like wicked excited flying around the speeder bikes. They're not little kids, but maybe like slightly older kids. You know what I mean? Like they're ready to tackle this now, and that's totally showcased in episode 8, The Real Good Guys, the last one, where it's like, we got to go do this, or we can go do this, and KB is able to just like jump on the ship with SM-33, like holding the head, and like the rat's just like chilling on top of her head, which I still think is the captain. We still haven't figured out who that fucking captain is yet. I think it's the goddamn rat. It's the rat. I quoted you, Kev, actually. On episode 200 and 261 that you were on, hour 124 some seconds. You said the rat was the captain, and I was like, yes, the rat is the captain.
Yeah, gotta be, mate. Come on.
That's my deep theory there.
Yeah,
but just the resolution to all of them there. They all played a role. They all played a part. The parents all got like a little piece as well. Obviously, they can't showcase all the parents, but having Fern's mom and like Wim's dad there. He's like, Dad, can you restore power so we can unlock the things on the ship? I was like, son, I'm a level 7, like,
yeah, he was a
level
dude.
7 senior
Really?
programmer,
Yeah,
like whatever the
yeah.
hell. I was like, oh, all right then, all right, buddy.
Yeah,
it's like he was a dick all the way through it, and then he got on that speeder bike, did that little jump, celebrated, and then became like dead rad. I was like, that was his little moment where he changed. He was like, woo! First time he's probably experienced anything remotely exciting in his life, in his boring ass life on that planet. And it just fucking changed him in that one moment. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It was great.
Mad as well, Kev, to find out that he's from TV on the
radio, mate. That's what I said, wasn't it, mate? It's sick, wasn't it? It's like really insane. Yeah, it's from a band. Yeah. It's like great. I was like, that was really cool. But yeah, I love that. What's it, mate? But mate, come on. I mean, was it just me that, mate, on that last episode when then goddamn motherfucking B-Wings turned up? And I was like,
we're getting there with the Starship porn, you know?
Mate, I'm 51 years old, and I was like, fucking come on. When X-Wings turned up and B-Wings, I'm like, this is fucking great.
I can confirm during said scene that 51-year-old Kev did sit forward on my sofa and go, fucking B-Wings, let's go!
And they did that fucking whatever it's called, that beam thing on them ships, mate. That was
they only did that in the Rebels.
Was that in Rebels? Yes, I thought it was. I thought they'd only done that in Rebels before, but like, it looks shit up when because some of the visuals in that last episode I thought were really good. You know, with the ships and there was like
the pirate ship emerging from the cloud.
Yeah,
like,
that had a bit of like
the city into the planet. That was really cool.
That felt a bit like Close Encounters or something. It felt a bit like because I felt that last episode there was a lot of. I mean, the speeder bike was a bit like that ET bike chase, wasn't it? There was stuff like out of Close Encounters. There was stuff like out of Goonies, like when. Like in Goonies when he nicks that bike to go after the stuff, and then the dad they nick that bike off that geezer to go after stuff, and it was like, but it was, I thought it was like really well done how they did it. You know, it was like, and some of the visuals were great. And then when that
Yeah.
fucking X-wings and then B-wings turned up and started fucking shooting that ship down, I was like, "Fucking come on, let's have some."
That's
Some of that.
cool. And you
Yeah.
see that you see the Corellian Corvette look like the Tantivy 4.
Whoa, that was great.
That was pretty dope as well.
Yeah, who's
Little
on that?
support ship?
Who's on that ship?
Oh,
Schmidt,
come on.
mate.
They got like thousands of those things out there. It's not the same one every time, but
I'm saying Leia's on there. Fuck that. I'm going for it.
the symbolism, the
It's awful.
symbolism was there. And to me, that's what made the B-wings really special to me anyways, because like most of the time when it's like the cavalry come in, they'll pick something like that's super familiar, you know what I mean? Like instead of B-wings, they could have copped and just went with like, we'll throw some Y-wings in there. It's an homage to the 1977. We've homaged the hell out of that already. It's like throw some B-wings in here, and they did, and it was great.
Yeah.
Something just a little bit different, a little bit more, showcasing other parts of the Star Wars galaxy, which I thought, or the lore and the literature and all
Yeah.
that stuff, which that made me happy.
So what did you think? Because obviously the supervisor bit was very 2001 with the HAL thing.
Yeah.
Did you like that it was a droid, or did you? I mean, it wasn't really a big thing for me. But like,
I'm here. I'm neither here nor there on it. It makes
Yeah,
sense
yeah.
that it was a droid.
Yeah.
Because it has to
Yeah.
be something that goes forever. I feel like if it was a singular person there by himself just talking to droids, he'd probably be gone psycho at this point.
Mm.
Here's a question. When they were going up in the turbo lift, up into there, Fern's mom says, straighten yourself up. You're going to see the supervisor. This is like a big deal. Not everybody gets to see the supervisor at this age. I wonder, was she talking about it also from her own perspective? Like, has she also seen the supervisor before? I don't know if she has. Fern's mom.
No idea, man. Not really.
I feel like she's never seen the supervisor.
Mm.
But then again, she wasn't surprised that the supervisor was a droid.
No, I don't know how much of that planet
I don't know.
obviously had access to that, or whether they knew who that was.
I mean, there's dust. Jod walked in and is like, "What the hell?" There's like chalk dust all over these chairs that are in here and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Because it seems that planet's obviously been like that for hundreds of years, isn't it? Going back
Yeah.
to probably the old Republic, that they just accepted that life as a normal thing, and that the So I don't think they'd probably ever seen it or been. Why would they?
yeah. I mean, but they definitely were receiving signals from the Republic, though, because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
called out
absolutely.
Jod on his bluff is like, "Oh, the last signal we got was that the Jedi are evil."
Yeah, because that was obviously going back to Order 66, wasn't it? Of like,
Yeah.
So obviously, I mean, they haven't actually explained why all that is going on, but
Need
it
more,
would
mate.
seem,
Need
but it
more.
would seem to be like a Palpatine, that he was in control of that and harvesting those credits for some reason, wouldn't he?
Wouldn't that be like something
It seems
that
like the
Palps would
obvious.
do?
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
they haven't actually. That's what I say. They've left a few questions unanswered from the whole thing, which I'm sure is deliberate. But they never actually explained what is going on that planet, have they?
No.
That.
I mean, we know it's a mint. We know that.
Yeah.
And the adults all know that they're basically creating money in secret for the Republic.
Yeah.
With
And it's hidden, and nobody knows about it. So you'd think that would be like a Palpatine contingency plan of like, this is going to fund this or that,
Right.
or it
Right.
has
It's not
And,
hidden
like-
now, is it? It's not hidden anymore.
No,
the Republic has it now. Republic
Yeah.
credits. Republic credits. Are
I don't get to hear. I need something more real.
I don't know. That seems pretty real to me.
Yeah.
Jod could have walked away with this entire thing if he just loaded up his ship and left,
Mm.
and then come back every once in a while, just like.
I liked his
It's
little
like-
I liked his little reaction at the end, though, when he was just
What?
like laughing, and he's just like looks up at the stars, and he's like, "I'll be all right. I'll go off somewhere else and do some more adventures." It's like, that was
Right?
pretty cool.
Yeah. So here's the question: Is he good, inherently good, or is he inherently evil? I don't think he's inherently evil. I think he's just like right in the middle, but
No, I
couple
don't think he's in.
takes could put him to the good side.
He's not evil. He had ample opportunities when they were going for that lever and things like that. He could have shot
Yeah, but
the
he didn't.
dad or the mom or somebody. He was clearly just like, I don't know even who to compare it to. He's clearly just, when he gave his little backstory, you could see, that he was kind of like
He's just a stray, like
yeah,
orphan
yeah,
kid
that-
on the street.
yeah,
that
no,
a Jedi on the run was trying to teach him some stuff. And then
probably,
she got gunned down.
no money, kind of struggling all his life, and he's become this kind of, I mean, that must have been, he found somebody that was going to look after him and take care of him, and then he had to watch her killed
Yep.
in front of him, and
Yep.
that was probably him then just surviving, and it's like you become this like scoundrel, pirate, whatever, and it's
Hey, whatever you gotta do to survive.
yeah,
man.
it just seemed like that. He seemed like he was definitely had, decency in him and things like that.
Yeah.
And
Yep. Because she would have had to have taught him some of that, right? Because she definitely taught him some basic powers.
yeah,
Pull, push, grab. He handled some basic lightsaber defense with those stun blasts pretty handedly because they were shooting him and he was deflecting them all.
yeah,
So he had some. It's like he got like level 1 training and like
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, he's just like kind of figured out along the way. Because if he was fully trained, there's no way he would have been like locked up by those guys
Mm.
in episode 2 or whatever.
yeah.
So
But
that
yeah,
was pretty cool.
I think so. I really liked Jude Law in this show as well. I thought he was really charming in it.
Oh, I
And
thought it
really,
was great.
really cool.
Charming,
Really,
mate.
yeah, absolutely, just nailed it.
And
And
it was clearly
genuinely,
having fun.
yeah,
like you say.
that's a brilliant point, mate. Great point. We said that while watching it, didn't we? That,
Yeah.
like, he was
just
clearly
loving it.
enjoying it, and it looked like it, and it was all on
Comes
screen.
across, mate.
Yeah, all on screen there. And I like that because if it's got a show where I really care about the characters and what's going on, I was like, I was.
It's cool to see them actually invest in it. Well, we talked about this before, like way back when, like, you can tell in certain movies when the actor's there for the money or they're there to
Oh,
really
you!
enjoy
Oh
it,
my God, mate!
you know?
Watch Anthony Hopkins in Transformers, mate. If you want to see somebody just going, I'm getting a massive fucking paycheck and I do not fucking care. That's like,
I will do whatever they tell me to do. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that famous Michael Caine quote, in it, when he's
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
when it did one of the Jaws sequels, didn't he? And they were like, "What did you do that for?" He's like, "Well, I got a free holiday in the Bahamas." So.
I love that, mate. I read his autobiography. It's piss funny, that is, when he's like, I just opened the first page of the script and it said exterior Bahamas, and I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
He says, I didn't read any more of it. I just thought, I'm in.
Oh, that's too good. Oh, that's too good. I mean, Jude Law, he got to play a pirate.
Yeah.
He got to fire a blaster. He got to look cool. He got to fucking wield a lightsaber. And he's got the Force. And he doesn't have to do all this stingy Jedi Knight stuff. Like,
Yeah.
how much,
Yeah.
like that seems very ideal for somebody who wants to have a good time in the Star Wars universe.
Mate, we said that, like, we were like watching it and we were just like, when he got to do that lightsaber action, mate, and we were like, I bet fucking Jude Law was like, fucking yes. Like,
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. That's something he's never going to forget.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. But that was
we
great, mate. I love the I love that sort of reunion of all 4 kids at the end when they thought KB was. I mean, obviously, we all knew she wasn't, going to get killed off, but it was
No.
so sweet when all 4 of them were, and she's just like, "Did we win?" And it was just like,
Yeah, that was great.
"Fucking
Did we win, Dad?
Yeah, it's like great." And then just the 4 of them, like, and he just looked at them X-wings when they took off, and stuff.
Yep.
And I loved it as well, like when the fucking Neil, mate, he's fucking been on this, what's it? Just back to planet. First thing he does is get in fucking bath. And he's
Yes,
just
mate.
like,
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, he's just chilling in the sauna? Is the droid there watching him too? I'm curious about that.
and then
Where's
he's
the
looking
droid
at
in
the
Neil's
fucking-
house?
And then pirates are coming. He's just sitting in bath like, fucking hell. He's like, I just can't even, just fucking get back. Just gets home.
Just trying to get a soak.
I just want to go home, which is my quote of the series. Fucking love it. What a
Washing
dude.
his trunk, mate.
Washing his trunk.
He's trying to wash your knobs. He's trying to wash your trunks.
Wash your trunk.
Yep.
Yeah. That's my new sign off today, mate. Fucking brilliant.
Yep. The got to see Kim again, the little owl, the owl-like alien You know,
Yeah.
'cause she was the one that's like, call me if you ever need me to KB way back in, I don't know, episode 3 or something like that. So that was cool. Got to see her again. That was sweet. There are good people in the galaxy.
I love that quote. That kind of was
Right.
the series right there, that they've, you know, despite all this shit that they go through and all that stuff, she was like, look, Mom, there's good people out there and we've met some. And it was like, yeah.
It's almost like they're trying to tell that to Star Wars fans too. It's like, you know, there's a lot of Star Wars stuff out.
I think it's
bad,
the
some
world,
good
mate.
too.
I think it's the fucking
Yeah.
world at the minute, mate. Not
Well,
Star Wars
yeah.
or anything like that.
We don't have to go deep into that.
We're not
one,
doing
but I'm
that, mate.
picking
No,
up what you're putting down.
yeah. But yeah, shit up, mate. Shit up.
Yeah, that was cool. Jod seemed genuinely upset as KB was like crashing and burning, going down, and he's just like, "It didn't have to go this way." He's like, and he had another quote in there. I couldn't find it earlier, but I know he said it. He said, "I never wanted to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
I never wanted to hurt you," or something like that. And it's just like, see, like this guy, he's not evil. He's in it for the money. And at the very end, when the kids, like right before that scene, Wim goes to him, it's like, Jod, to like come with us. You know what I mean? So there's still like, even though he did say all those mean, nasty things, I chalk it up to like Jod's reactive, reflexive nature of just him being on the run for so long. Like, I'm not gonna let anybody in, gotta push them away. So I'm gonna be mean to these kids. But the kids still like somewhat genuinely care for him, even though he was kind of a jerk, you know? So this like, whether or not that's Stockholm syndrome or something else, like we won't go there, but there is good in him.
Yeah.
So I hope we see him again. I hope we see Jod when they do the eventual Avengers lineup, where we got Jod next to our prime Luke Skywalker thing, next to Mandalorian. That'll be great. Yep, I'm waiting for that. That's gonna come around.
Do you think there's
I think
going to
we will
be?
see that now.
Yeah. Do you think?
I'd poop my pants if we did.
Do you think there's
But
going to be another season?
I hope so, mate. I really do.
Or do you think this will be like something that will turn up in like Grogu and Mandalorian?
Well, I did read or listen somewhere that it's like everyone's like, well, what about season 2? What about season 2? And it took, so long for this to film. I mean, these kids aren't this size anymore. Like they're growing, like the stage in their life they're in their early teens, you know what I mean? So anything they do, I think they would have to like time jump it a bit. So I think they mentioned that there's opportunities for them to like come into the universe in other ways in different shows and stuff, but to have like a straight up season 2, I don't think
I wondered that.
I think that might be, they may.
I
not
thought
be
they
in
maybe now they might just like, because obviously this planet's there now with all these credits and stuff. Is this going to be like tied into Grogu, Mandalorian and Grogu's film or the other shows? Because now this planet's been found out. Is this going to be like targeted by other people or the fact? I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know if it will get a season 2.
Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
That's what I'm fucking asking here, okay? Where's my boy in blue? All right. Grand Admiral Thrawn's going to come by to lay siege to the planet to suck all the credits out so he can fund the new empire, become the heir to the empire. Come on. Where's my boy in blue? I'm waiting for this here. I'm really waiting for it.
Where's Tie Project?
Well, season 2 of Ahsoka's underway, innit?
Yeah.
So,
oh my God, tentatively. They even like, yeah, season 2 is underway, but we're writing it in such a way that if people don't like it, we can just end it. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like they're shooting themselves in the foot before it even like happens here. Like, come on, guys. Like, don't be so afraid. Just, it's like with the Star Trek episodes. There were some real shit episodes of Star Trek TNG. Ain't gonna lie. Take your pick from anything from season 1 of that, DS9, any of them. Like, give peace a chance here.
Mate, you don't do 7 seasons and 20 odd episodes a season and not have some absolute fucking all out stinkers in there. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
And it's going to do this.
Yeah. I mean, granted, the budget for those were, a fraction of what the budgets are for these particular shows and stuff like that now, but there's gotta be more. There is a desire and an appetite for it out there.
But yeah, I do wonder if they'll be in like another project or something rather than have a season 2. I do wonder if that's where it will go. So I mean, we'll find out, but yeah, I'm not sure it'll get a second season.
Yeah.
But we'll
I
see.
loved it though. I thought it was great.
Yeah, great,
Wim's
really enjoyed it.
Wim's got a lightsaber. He's probably
Yeah.
gonna hold on to that, I would.
I did like the second time when he turned it the right way. Just to make
I
sure
know.
he-
I was like, Jesus, here we go. That's gonna end that real quick. Like all Jod had to do is flip the lightsaber over and turn it on, a la Kylo Ren with the Praetorian Guard and the Last Jedi. Just go bloop. That would
And I
be,
said-
can,
and
you
I said
imagine,
that-
can you imagine if they did that and they just like killed all the children? They just go totally like, fuck it. We're just kidding, guys. This ain't no kids show anymore.
Yeah, there's like. And SF-33 was fine. That fucking dude was back.
Oh, he's great.
Okay.
He's my new favorite droid.
Fucking Nick Frost, mate. Fucking water. He shit up, mate. Fucking love that guy.
Yeah,
And he was
really
so
cool
good at-
dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
the whole thing is like, she's like, claimsies. Aye, the right of claimsies been invoked, Captain. Like, what the fuck?
What a great voice. What a perfect voice for that character and that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, I do genuinely love Nick Frost anyway. And he was just like,
Great
fucking-
actor. Excellent voice. The perfect
anyway,
voice
yeah,
for
yeah,
this.
yeah.
The perfect voice for this.
Mm.
Anything else on anything else on I mean, we'll do a whole another when Ed gets here to get his perspective and stuff like that, but I'm really excited for what the kind of the future door is left open very positively for Star Wars right now. Current Star Wars is at a high point at this moment. With the quality of this show, and we'll just kind of see how what the next one brings
What
us.
comes next? Yeah.
Yeah, what comes next could be anything. Final thoughts? We wrap this shindig up.
Wrap it up.
Shit up, mate. proper enjoyed this show. Really, really did. And I was thinking about this the other day. I think one of the big reasons that I enjoyed the show so much is I've removed myself so far from Star Wars fandom that I was just able to watch this without any noise or any like shouting or whatever's going on, mate. I ain't got a fucking clue because I'm just not bothered anymore.
Nope. It's the way to do it, mate. It's the way to watch them.
So, like, it's just been great. It's just been joyous. All the Amblin vibes just made me feel like a kid, and I've just enjoyed being a Star Wars fan, which has been rare the last few years. So, yeah, it was great, mate. Just loved it.
Sick. Well, folks, thank you very much for listening to us. This was Scruffy Looking Podcasters, episode 263. If you want to find this or any of our other past episodes that we're referencing that you don't get the jokes on, you can go to scruffypod.com. There's a whole list of stuff that you can lose yourself in. Better than doom scrolling. Do some scruffy scrolling. Catch you next time.
Civvy, wash your trunks.
Hey, motherfucker, wash your trunks, mate. Take care, everyone. See you later.
This party's over.